Today, she announced that with the help of Elon Musk, she's suing Disney.
Hollywood is a world of lights, cameras, and carefully crafted personas. But what happens when the script flips? Behind the glamour, some actors have dared to speak out against the industry's woke culture, risking their careers and reputations. From silent defiance to public battles, these stories show just how far some are willing to go to stand their ground. Would you take that risk if the spotlight was on you? Gina Carano's journey in Hollywood is anything but ordinary. A former MMA fighter turned actress, she became a household name for her role as Cara Dune in The Mandalorian. Her performance resonated with fans, and she seemed poised for a long and successful acting career. That is until a single social media post turned her life upside down.
You know, you had to kind of start urging people to make it okay to demonize your neighbor and to hate people for whatever differences it was. At that time, it was Jewish people.
In 2021, Carano shared a post on social media comparing the treatment of Republicans in modern-day America to the persecution of Jews during the Holocaust. The post sparked outrage, with critics accusing her of being offensive and downplaying historical atrocities. Lucasfilm, the production company behind The Mandalorian, swiftly announced her firing, labeling her posts as abhorrent and unacceptable.
That Pedro Pascal had put out a Holocaust meme in 2018 in which he not only got the facts wrong, he actually posted a picture from not the American border in 2018 and called it America 2018.
What made the situation even more controversial was the apparent double standard. Carano pointed out that her co-star, Pedro Pascal, had made a similar Holocaust comparison in 2018, but faced no consequences. For many, this highlighted Hollywood's tendency to selectively enforce its moral standards. Instead of retreating from the public eye, Carano used the moment to speak out. She criticized Disney for their handling of the situation, claiming they had targeted her unfairly, and even asked an artist to erase her character from promotional materials. Despite losing her role, she refused to apologize for her beliefs.
Lucasfilms has dropped The Mandalorian star Gina Carano after a social media post comparing being a Republican to being Jewish in Nazi Germany.
Support came from unexpected places. The Daily Wire, a conservative media outlet, offered her a movie deal, allowing her to continue working in the industry on her own terms. Carano embraced the opportunity, expressing gratitude and a renewed sense of purpose. She described her new platform as one where she could speak freely without fear of cancellation. Her fight didn't stop there. Carano is now suing Disney and Lucasfilm for wrongful termination, arguing that her dismissal was discriminatory. She claims male colleagues who made similar posts weren't punished, and her lawsuit aims to shine a light on the culture of bias within the entertainment industry. Bill Maher has been a staple in Hollywood's political and comedic scene for decades. As the host of HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher, he built his reputation as a sharp, unapologetic liberal voice, often targeting conservative politics with biting humor. But in recent years, Maher has become an outspoken critic of something closer to home: the extremes of woke culture within his own political camp.
He was a San Diego gas and electric worker, but he got fired because someone reported him making a white supremacist hand gesture outside the window of his truck. But he's not a white supremacist, he's Latino.
Maher hasn't shied away from addressing the growing rigidity he sees in progressive circles. He has called out cancel culture, identity politics, and the endless policing of language and behavior. On his show, he highlighted cases like that of a Latino gas worker who lost his job after being accused of making a racist hand gesture. The man was merely adjusting his hand outside his truck window, yet the accusation cost him his livelihood. For Maher, it was a clear example of how the obsession with political correctness can spiral into absurdity.
Right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Well, then it was on.
In one of his most memorable statements, Maher declared, "It's not me who's changed, it's the left." This sentiment resonated with many viewers who felt alienated by what they saw as the progressive movement losing its way. He criticized the left for becoming overly focused on trivial matters and ignoring the bigger picture. While his stance has earned him backlash from former allies, Maher hasn't backed down. Instead, he continues to challenge his audience to reconsider their assumptions. His critics have accused him of pandering to conservatives, but Maher insists he's simply calling out hypocrisy and extremism, regardless of where it comes from.
And so many other things, democracy and the economy and racism, sexism, all important issues. But, you know, the frog in the proverbial slow-boiling pot isn't getting any younger.
Despite the controversy, Maher's career remains robust, real-time, with Bill Maher still draws a loyal audience, and his influence in the world of political commentary remains strong. His ability to weather the storm is a testament to the power of being an established figure with a consistent platform. Love him or hate him, Maher's willingness to speak out shows that even in a polarized environment, there's room for dissenting voices if you're willing to take the heat. Matthew McConaughey has always marched to the beat of his own drum, both on screen and off. The Oscar-winning actor has carved out a reputation not just as a talented performer, but as someone unafraid to speak his mind. In an industry often divided along sharp political lines, McConaughey stands out for advocating balance and dialogue over division.
There is a lot on that illiberal left that absolutely condescend, patronize, and are arrogant towards that other 50%.
During an appearance on Russell Brand's podcast, McConaughey criticized what he called the illiberal left. He argued that a segment of progressives had become condescending and dismissive toward the half of the population that doesn't share their views. His comments weren't an attack, but a call for reflection, urging people to move past their arrogance and engage in meaningful conversation.
We need to restrain sensationalized media coverage. We need to restore our family values. We need to restore our American values.
In 2022, McConaughey delivered a passionate speech at the White House, addressing issues close to his heart, including family values and unity. It was a moment that underscored his belief in bridging divides rather than deepening them. Unlike many Hollywood figures, McConaughey isn't trying to appeal to one camp or the other. He's reaching out to both. Chris Pratt is one of Hollywood's most recognizable stars, celebrated for his roles in Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic World. Despite his lighthearted public persona and family-friendly image, he has found himself at the center of intense criticism. The surprising part? It wasn't for something he said, but for what he didn't. Back in 2020, during the lead-up to the U.S. presidential election, several of Pratt's Marvel co-stars joined a virtual fundraiser for Joe Biden. Pratt's absence from the event sparked online speculation about his political leanings. This wasn't the first time he had faced scrutiny. An earlier photograph of him wearing a "Don't Tread on Me" t-shirt featuring the Gadsden flag had already stirred up controversy. Some critics attempted to link the flag to white supremacy, even though it originated as a Revolutionary War-era symbol of resistance. Adding to the mix, Pratt posted a tongue-in-cheek Instagram caption urging fans to vote, though he made it clear he was referring to the People's Choice Awards and not the presidential election. The humor didn't land well with some, who accused him of trivializing the importance of voting. Social media lit up with accusations, with some labeling him Hollywood's worst Chris. Dave Chappelle has always been one of those comedians who doesn't just make you laugh, he makes you think. For decades, he's been celebrated for his bold, no-holds-barred approach to comedy, tackling topics others wouldn't dare touch. But with his Netflix special, The Closer, Chappelle found himself at the center of a heated cultural debate that went far beyond humor.
I am not saying that to say that trans women aren't women. I am just saying that those pussies that they got.
In The Closer, Chappelle took on sensitive subjects, including LGBTQ+ issues, with his trademark mix of sharp wit and unapologetic commentary. While many saw his jokes as a comedian pushing boundaries and challenging ideas, others felt he crossed the line. Advocacy groups and some Netflix employees called for the special to be removed, accusing him of promoting hate and punching down on marginalized groups. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.